What's up, guys?
Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk.
What's up, guys? Davin King here. You can call me Davin King underscore 2015. Let's do this. My goal is to make it. Just trying to make it to the playoffs, guys. I'm not really that good. Let's get it.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Install game plan. Alright, practice squad. Today, we're doing something. Let's get it done. Skip. Start. We're gonna skip. Let's get it. We make the other team look ugly. Look at ugly already. We're gonna go light green.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Dolphins going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle, as I'm proud to welcome in the newest members of the Madden family. That's our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much as we welcome all of you inside CenturyLink Field here in downtown Seattle. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. And Charles, as we take a close look at these two teams, the Dolphins last year last in the AFC East at 6-10. The Seahawks, meanwhile, 10-6.
And Miami is trying to build under new direction. They're trying to get back to being the Miami Dolphins that we knew, especially me, back in my youth. In Seattle, great home field advantage as always. They may have a few new faces, but their goals haven't changed. They want to get back to the Super Bowl.
Let's get it, guys.
It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. Tyler Lockett now on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Great return, guys. That we took them better, but not to the left. But let's see what we got today.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
They
go again with Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. First score of the season for Thomas Rawls, and hey, now he's the featured guy, really hoping to have a banner year.
How about 2015 when he really broke out? Undrafted free agent. Think about that now. No one took him. They signed him in the offseason. He ends up becoming the guy and really fueling their run-first offense, and in a really good way.
And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So that tackle for loss by Michael Bennett. He was 2nd in the NFC in that category last year with 19 of them.
Hard to believe that he went to his first Pro Bowl last year. I thought he would have gone earlier because his impact is always big on a game.
And in his 8th year now in the league. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
This is a pass play, guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now it's Lockett. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Russell Wilson avoiding the tackle, guys. Wow.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure. And he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. 2nd down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
We're down at the 14-yard line. I got the lead so far, guys. Not by much.
They'll run the option left. He may try and run for this. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. When you know you've got a defense make it stand. Tyler Lockett! And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Wow. Let's go. We got it out to the 1-yard line, guys. It's okay.
52 yards.
Let's see if they know what they're going to do. Let's see if they know it. Let's see if they know it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their
They're
heels.
doing QB sync. Wow.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Wilson on the keeper. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count.
Ours is right there.
As opposed to waiting later on.
I think it's
I think it
Andrews.
fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback
And it
through?
popped.
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. They'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down
Back,
to the
guys.
offense.
I
in
put my
search
mic,
of
but
6
my dog was
yards.
barking at it. It's ugly. And he kept barking, guys. Nope, I follow everyone. See if I can get a user pick over here.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Let's stop playing. Let's play. Come on, London. We didn't have you say that.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams.
No
Play
way.
goes nowhere. Taken down, losing
No
yardage
way,
at the
guys.
50, right at midfield.
No
That's a loss of a
way.
yard there, and now second down.
Starting to run to the second
I'm gonna play a
quarter,
couple
I guess
games
you
with
can kind of look
that.
at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on.
Down.
The only concern you have, if you get to the half,
Where?
what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs up here a little bit of pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Matt Darr now.
That's what they're gonna
He'll
do.
kick it
They're
away
gonna kick
for the
it
second
inside.
time.
Every
But
time
there's
they
another
run the
example
same
of why they haven't scored any
goddamn
points so
play
far.
line.
I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Returnable for Lockett. Room here to run.
Let's get it.
30,
Let's get it.
10,
Let's
5,
get it.
and all the way in. Touchdown,
Let's get it, guys. 86 yards. Touchdown. Quick
Taking
return.
it in.
Let's get
And
it.
the Seahawks add on to
Let's
their
get
lead.
it, guys. First time doing it on the live stream, guys. No, not kick return, guys. Punt return, sorry. But I did my best to know which one it was. Let's see the replay. I usually see them, I cut to my right, and I'm done. Oh my god. And I'm done for you guys. So let's get it. Let's kick this field goal. Sight! We're going for a 2-point conversion. Let's get it.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They've
It's
got
all
this big
good.
lead.
You
They
got
said,
the lead.
forget 1. We
1
want 2.
to
Instead they
0.
got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it
So it's all
from the
good.
15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you
Hey,
what,
Naive
meeting them
Chicken
again,
Nugget.
somewhere
Shout out
down
to
the
Naive
line,
Chicken Nugget,
they'll
man.
remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last
20
drive
to
where you
0.
had to punt it
They're
away.
gonna run the same
I would tell my
play.
offense right
Never
now,
throw the ball.
the punter doesn't exist,
Look at
guys.
that.
He doesn't
Look
exist.
at
He's
that.
not a team anymore. I just
They
cut
keep
it.
running the
Alright?
same
So you gotta
goddamn
go out and
play.
create some offense for
Why?
us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Let's start
It wasn't his fault. But
Let's start
hey,
with
listen,
that.
there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Look. We're in the same play, guys. Watch it.
On second down, here's Tannehill.
That's the
And
first
Cameron
catch
has
of
it
the
over the
whole
middle.
game.
And they'll
Didn't
get it up
expect
just
it,
short of the
guys.
45
Don't
at the
know.
44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side.
He did not get
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action. It's Tannehill. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They get him for a sack. Atama Rubin in there to drop it with his first sack of 2016. From the gun on third down, Tannehill.
Pick! Richard Sherman with the pick!
It's the quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they will take over at the 26.
I've been waiting for that moment, guys. Let's get it, Richard Sherman. I already felt it coming, guys. Look at this. User pick, guys. User pick. Let's get it, guys. First pick of the game and the whole season.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
Ankles!
Have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But they got to have great confidence having scored the last time.
Big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late
I
in
feel
the
bad
half
for
scores,
the people
especially
that
ones
are
that give your team a pretty
Dolphins
decent
fans.
cushion.
Hey,
He said those
I'm
can
a
be the
Dolphins
ones
fan,
that can
but
finish off a
not
squad
that.
if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Landry. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about
They don't run the play. All they do is run play.
We're going to get a timeout here.
Pretty obvious.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Wow.
On third down, here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Guys.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks have been moving the football at will, and the total yardage numbers stand out. The Dolphins' defense may be getting worn down, but will need to improve to give their offense a chance. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Seahawks with their opening drive. Run play coming up here, and this long run goes for a touchdown as they put the first points on the board.
Come over here.
Later on the drive, QB sneak is on here, and this is a touchdown. Seahawks up now by 14. Dolphins would punt it away. Lockett's going to try for the return, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. The Seahawks lead balloons to 20. Third down at the 47. The pass ends up being picked off. It's Sherman making the pick and getting his defense off the field. Offense on the field now after the INT. They'll go with the run here. He'll take it in for the touch. Seahawks way in front. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. For the second half kickoff, let's get you back
kicking
to
it
Seattle
to
and Brandon Guy.
the Miami Dolphins, guys. We get ball first
So both
in
teams
the
have their
second
marching
half.
orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter
Let's see
number
what they
3.
could do with their lives.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we say anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. Here's Tannehill now on second down. No escaping.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Can't stop him.
This is the first game of guys.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And now
They have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This is Rawls. Able to get away.
That's why he keeps the legs churning.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the stick. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Rawls.
Keep it going, keep it going.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run with a power back. Rawls. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coach is back in high school in Flint, Michigan. You know what his nickname was? The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. Because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them. You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Here we go with Rawls. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
We got 5 broken tackles, guys.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
They'll try and throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A top in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So a fumble on 2nd down, they're able to maintain possession, brings up 3rd.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bouncing in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this
Hey,
way.
let's stop the quarterback.
Pick up there, 20 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm starting to kneel down, guys. So I'm not gonna hurt the ball, guys. This game, as you can see, is basically over for the Miami Dolphins. They probably feel sorry, guys. As you know, it's the sorriest team to play against.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
They're not going to use nothing against us, guys. We're unstoppable. That's our streak. 1-0 for today's game. We're about to hop into another game when this game finishes, guys. When the clock runs out. So
defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them
there
here as
you
the
have
kneel
it
down
for the
comes.
game. There's the game, guys. After this game, we're gonna hop into another one. So
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
that was a good game against
And partner,
the
this
Dolphins,
first week,
guys.
this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Seahawks, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Miami, it'll be a loss in the debut of Adam Gase as head coach. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
As you guys
That'll
just
do
heard,
it for us.
we're
For Charles
going
Davis
out to
and all
face
our
the
hard-working
Rams.
crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Finish game, guys. So now, guys, we're gonna hop in to another game. We're going against the Rams. Any Rams fans out there? That's probably a no, because no one's watching this stream. So they could all upgrade. It's so it's such a sad thing.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Let's look at the other teams, guys. Bam!
bet you thought that I would lose my mind. Oh no! I bet you thought that I'd give up tonight. Oh no! Bleeding knees, but honey, I can still cry. Oh yeah! I'm going crazy to get out of this.
They split the Rams, guys. So let's hop in. Let's get our advanced week, guys.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advanced Week to get to your next game.
That's what I did.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
The Rams are 1-0, like the Seahawks, guys. There you guys have it. Bengals are 1-0, Rams 1-0, Bills 1-0, Cowboys 1-0, Chargers 1-0, Falcons 1-0, Seahawks 1-0, Panthers 1-0, Steelers 1-0, Packers 1-0, Bears 1-0, Browns 1-0, Titans 1-0, Saints 1-0, Lions 1-0, Patriots 1-0, and that's where it ends. And the rest of the team lost. Took a big L, guys. And we are number 7, guys. Soon we're gonna be at number 1. So let's get it. Let's start the game up, guys. Get play full game. Let's get it. I'll be back. I'm back, guys. As y'all saw, game 1, franchise mode, we beat the Miami Dolphins. Just so sad, guys, for them. That was game over when it started. So let's get into our second
this
game.
is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Seahawks going up against the Rams. Now, for the first time since December 24th, 1994, it's time for a Los Angeles Rams home game. And here to call it are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great
We got an injured
mindsets,
player
and it usually
on
leads
the
to a really
first
well-played
play.
game.
What? What's going on, Madden? Come on, EA. Why? First play of the game, you get him injured. No. Wow, guys, as you just seen there, we got an injured player. First play of the game? What? No. Wow. Well, we're going to kick
Rawls,
off.
the lone man in the backfield. Wilson dancing to his left. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown
Jermaine
already.
Kearse His
First
first
play.
touchdown of the new season. And
One
the
play
Seahawks
drive,
have
guys.
taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they
Hopefully we can
envisioned
get
to
our
get the
guy back.
football to
We
start the
really
game
need
and
him.
score it.
And I don't know
He's
if that
the
was
one who got
scripted.
kicked.
Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
This dude
send this one
They
away.
ain't gonna catch it. It's going out of bounds.
And this
They
will
get
be
it
a
at the
touchback, and as we
25
saw
yard
in
line,
week one, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 28-year-old quarterback, Case Keenum.
Got an opportunity to start down the stretch for the St. Louis Rams in 2015. 3-1 as a starter down the stretch for them, and they really like his potential. Put up Madden-style
Won't be able to
numbers when he was a
transfer
starting
this game, guys.
quarterback at the University of Houston.
Can't believe I lost the player. First play of the game. But it's all good. Let's see how their defense is. And at their offense.
Now the first LA carry here. Their start time early. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down
Yeah,
run, and
couple
it's
yards.
2nd and 4. See if they
Their
stay on the ground
defense
for
is
second
not
down.
too good. I
First play of
scored
the
on him.
drive, let's give credit all
Yeah, I
around.
scored on-
Excellent blocking,
on him.
but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really
Let's
nice
see how
run.
good their offense is.
Throwing is Keenum. And seeing no
That would've
to
been an
throw, he
interception
chucks
if
this
that
one
was
away
in
from
on the
harm.
field,
Incomplete. Now it's
So
third
it's all
down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Garbage quarterback. And I'm sorry if there's Rams fans out there watching this live stream soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up
You ain't
4th
doing no
down.
first down.
Obviously, they
They're
didn't
gonna
get everything they
punch it.
wanted
It's
on
only
that
a yard
completion,
away.
but they
What
put
is
themselves in a
this?
spot where you got to at
You
least
guys,
think
the
about going
Rams
for it.
fans out
I
there,
know where we
if
are
y'all
on the
watch
field,
this,
but
if they're
still,
Rams
you've got to
fans
think about it,
that
don't
watch
you?
that watches me, I feel bad for
On the
you.
return, Hester. Oh, a little 360. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by
But it's
their
all good,
5th-year
guys. We're
quarterback,
still
a Super
winning.
Bowl champion
That's-
in 2014. It's Russell Wilson.
And hasn't it been
Russell
fun
Wilson.
watching the maturation of
Pretty
Russell
good.
Wilson as a quarterback? Because I think that Seattle did a great job of protecting him early.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse. 2 touchdowns
This
on
could
the
be
season,
another
both
shutout.
in this
They're not gonna
game.
score,
And the
guys. It'll be
Seahawks
only
get
a
the quick
miracle if
strike
they score.
touchdown. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense,
the
I got
bottom-
to figure out how to slow this guy
at the
down.
bottom,
Because
you
when
can
one
see
guy shreds your team,
the final
that's
is
demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Wow,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better
I
here.
could score
They
nothing.
should have a better
guys.
opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there.
It's
rolls
only a
for
miracle
emotion.
if you guys
So now they
if
get
the
a chance to
Rams
go back
score.
out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that
It's
way.
like
you
I
get a
said,
second
it's
opportunity.
only a miracle
Nothing big
they
happened.
score.
But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
They're gonna run the
Off you
ball
go.
here.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose
Never
yardage
always
here
stick
back
with the
at the
ground game, guys.
23-yard line.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. He'll
No.
throw underneath for Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a
Their
defensive
offense
look
is
that they
pretty
weren't
alright,
specifically prepared for. They
but
told us
not
coming
better
into this
than the
one.
Seahawks.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
They're good. This is a pass play, guys.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's got quick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Keenum now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, they're
It's a
open.
tried and true
But you
formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as
Let's
we
go,
play
New York
football.
Giants.
If someone's
That's
trying to
another
throw the
team
ball
I go
and you can put
for.
pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so
35
old.
yard line.
You're only 65.
Kick a field goal, and they might
Recently,
score,
the
guys.
receivers really gain stature in the
they
NFL
might-
because they can do so many things.
So they might
yes,
score.
they can line up wide like
The
your
world
normal
may
wide
not.
receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
How about they give us a
Those
pick?
guys are worth their weight
That's
in
what
gold.
that thing they could give us.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now they're
get
gonna
11,
run
but
it
still
back.
a little
They're
short.
gonna
Fourth down.
punt the ball in
Receivers
there.
love having the
They're
reputation
gonna
of
score
being
3
go-to
points,
guys
guys,
on third
unless
down,
I have
and he
some
was fighting
tricks up my
like he
sleeve.
really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Oh, they get to
Oh,
the football.
I
It's
did it.
blocked.
Oh,
Now
my-
it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's at the 30.
Let's get it, guys.
And
They
he's
scored
gonna
left
score.
and right.
It's a Seahawk
Let's
touchdown.
get it.
And that score gives him a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
And it is now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second down now after the pass completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now it's Keenum. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. From the gun on third down, Keenum. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Offense is a little bit good, but their offense is alright.
Keenum will try again on second down.
No.
Caught here left side by Brent. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
They're really trying hard to get a touchdown, guys.
To the air again, Keenum.
Yes,
incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Brent, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale.
Oh, this is blocked. The defense picks it up, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
A very solid gain of 27. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On first and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kurz, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
I'm showing you guys. I don't know you guys. And the pass play onto the guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shut down corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Rams haven't been able to find the same rhythm they had a week ago. The Seahawks have to be commended for playing a really good first half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10, slant route connection made here, and this play goes for a score, giving them an early lead. 1st and 10 will get a scramble and completion, and it leads to a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. 3rd down from inside the 10. Keenum's throw goes to the sideline, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. This cuts the deficit to 15. Now 1st and 10, Wilson finds Curse on the slant, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Continuing on the drive, he'll scramble away and take off here. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Seahawks up now by 22.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the 2nd half.
I'm back, guys.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Rush the play up a little bit.
A shotgun
That's no
snap
big
for
deal.
Keenum.
Get
And he's
your
taken
ass
down.
down.
Back at his
What
own
is
7.
good?
Bobby Wagner coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, how about that?
go.
Defensive
Yo, that's what
coordinator
the Seahawks-
perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Just had a sack there, guys.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Hester. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Devin Hester, his first touchdown of the new season.
Wow. Wow. I think I still got that injured guy, right? How long is it? TBD. What the fuck is that? That's all
And
good.
the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point.
Oh, the fuck is high school?
And he's been a busy man, 5
It's
for
all
5 now as he
good.
knocks
It's
another
no
one through
big
to
deal,
extend the
too.
lead.
How long is that? You got the lead. You got this.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle defense getting set to go. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Andy Reid, the Chargers are whooping the Jaguars both 20-7.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
This game is over.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Curtis with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game. Back now in Los Angeles, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question,
chicken nugget.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Keenum. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So a play fake to Mason. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
Looking for Brett, intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about
Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get that interception.
We also know they're playing. People are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Get it, guys.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Oh,
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Brian Quick, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
let's get it.
2nd and 10, and Keenum here again. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Time for a break. To finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Doing the knee down, guys.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's John Ryan now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, the city of Los Angeles, they've been waiting for this day for a long time. Unfortunately for them, they didn't get to witness a victory as the Los Angeles Rams return to L.A.
The city was just awash in blue and gold, wasn't it? Remember from the time we landed and got here, that's all you saw everywhere was everything about the Rams. And I know people are unhappy about the loss, but they have to feel good about knowing they wake up tomorrow, they're still the Los Angeles Rams and a lot of season ahead of them.
That's the end
for the
of the live stream,
Seahawks,
guys.
it was a great
I'll see
all-around
you guys
performance
tomorrow.
as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return
I
home
might
next
not see you
week to
guys
take
tomorrow.
on the San Francisco
I'll see you
49ers.
sometime.
Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to